It's the Taylor Show. Here's Taylor and Drea.
Something that I'm interested in is figuring out the numbers that we actually need to hit. So, like, if we have, like, what is X? If X equals number of listeners, number of iTunes downloads per month that we need to do this full time. I wonder what X is in that situation.
So you want to assume that we've decided podcasting will be the first stepping stone.
Well, the reason that I like podcasting is because it's pretty easy to do. Like, as long as you have a good, like, general intellect, you can pretty much talk into the mic and figure out what you need to do. I need to stop saying like so much. I went back and listened to the podcast today just to be, like, critical of myself, to be like, okay, when are we getting boring? When do I no longer want to listen to my own podcast? Mm-hmm. And actually, a lot of it is pretty damn good. So, like, most of it I would listen to, but not all of it. And being able to go back and be intellectual, see that, and figure it out means that podcasting is relatively going to be easy for us, I think. The problem is, I don't really know what I'm doing as far as, like, getting followers or building an audience. That's the part that I need to, like, that's the challenge, right? Because we can make good content. I'm not worried about that. The question is, can we find that, like, 3,000 people who are just going to be diehard fans, and they're going to be like, Dreylor all the way. They're going to buy the t-shirts, et cetera, et cetera. It's those people we need to find. Have you ever read, there's an article called 1,000 True Fans?
No, I haven't read that.
I can't remember who wrote it, but I know Tim Ferriss has had him on his podcast before. And he wrote this article called 1,000 True Fans. Basically, it goes through and talks about how it would be better for you to have 1,000 fans that were just, like, die-hard loyal and just absolutely love like, you could shit in a bucket and they would love it. Those kind of, like, devotees. And he was saying it's better to have that than to have millions of distracted, disloyal followers. Mm-hmm. Because those 1,000 people, you know, if you release a $50 product, that's $50,000. If you have 1,000 true fans, you release a $5 product, you get $5,000. So
wouldn't it be so exciting if my childhood dream of designing clothes came true?
I really think you should do a fashion-related, either podcast or YouTube series.
Love outfits.
Yeah, and you have a specific body.
I do.
So, and which is hard, a body that's difficult to dress.
Yeah.
Especially for other girls, I'm sure they're just as frustrated. They're going, I don't know where to go buy clothes because everybody makes clothes for little skinny girls or big fat girls.
Who was it? Were you standing next to me when I was checking out and I was talking to the girl and I was like, it didn't fit right, and she's like, yeah. Who is shaped like the women in these pictures? Who's 5'11" and 110 pounds?
Except she had a little bit of a different problem than you do.
Yeah, that might actually be the problem. That I'm at the opposite end of the spectrum. Like, most of the time I can't find clothes.
Right. They're starting to make clothes for heavier girls.
Yeah.
They're just not making them for fit athletic women. Really what the case is, you probably need to, like, to be comfortable, start wearing like athletic clothes.
I know, but I don't want to be another one of those girls walking around in workout clothes.
Yeah, I know. So, how do you think we go about getting 1,000 true fans? How would you do it?
How would I do it? Via podcasting. Well, obviously, because I am very prone to second guess and doubt myself, I'd have to pick something that I was passionate about and therefore knowledgeable, so I would feel confident.
Okay. So something like massage or fashion or what else?
Let's see. What else could I confidently discuss? That's a hard question.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons that I left the Dreylor show so open, is because we can come on here and if like you want to do a fashion episode, great. If we want to have Jason on, great. We'll have him and Mickey on. Great. Go for it. Because it doesn't matter. There's no real, like, this is just us hanging out, talking, having a good time. There's not so much of a point. So, basically, the brand, I think, of this podcast is adopt a friend sort of model. I want the people that listen to us to feel like we're their distributed or virtual friends. Because we crave other people to talk to about a little bit higher level stuff. And it's hard to find those people that are willing to have difficult conversations or really go deep with you. And so we listen to, or at least I listen to Joe Rogan's podcast because he's always having goofy people on there. He's having really smart people on there. He's having people who have been successful in the past at whatever they do. And I enjoy hearing them talk because that's what I wish my group of friends was a little bit more like. I wish that, you know, me and all of my video game playing friends could sit down and have a real conversation. But we can't because the only thing that we all have in common is we play video games. And for fuck's sake, half the time we don't even do that together. So, like, those are not really friends. I want to have real friends. And I consider Joe Rogan to practically be a friend of mine. I mean, it's a little bit stalkery to say that, but I mean, when I have like social time, I sit down and listen to his podcast. Yeah,
it's just like if you read a book written by someone, you certainly feel very close to that author by the time the book's over.
And Joe's talked before plenty of times on the podcast about the fact that he has people come up to him and say stuff like that all of the time now. Like, dude, I feel like I know you. I feel like you're one of my best friends. And so I wanted to come see your show. Yeah. I wanted to finally come see you live. Which, Joe, I'm going to see you live one day.
It's on our list.
Yeah. After I get rich one day, I don't even want to be rich, to be honest. I just want to fucking pay my bills.
Yeah. Just be able to
without stress, you know.
Get a haircut and a massage in the same week, and have a date night if we wanted to.
Yeah, go out to eat. Be able to buy the kind of meat that I want.
We're not trying to like own helicopters.
I don't even know how to fly a helicopter.
Exactly, we'd have to pay for a pilot too. That's just wasteful.
Yeah, fuck you, Bill Burr. You know, Bill Burr is a helicopter pilot, the comedian.
Yeah, I know who he is. I didn't know he was a pilot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's certainly something we could both feel confident in offering people is our company. It's solid, it's intriguing, It's intellectual, it's entertaining, it's open-minded, it's dynamic.
For the most part,
a little goofy.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
You know? And especially for people from other places that are not from the South, they're probably listening to us being like, woohoo, I'm going to go hang out with my redneck friends.
Right. What was it you said? It's the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
No, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah. Have you not heard that phrase before?
No.
Yeah, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
I understand what it means.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the one making the noise.
Right, so you grease it.
So you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. They're just...
Okay.
When they just fly out, it's entertaining because you're like, when you hear them for the first time, you're like, what?
Yeah, and then you figure it out.
And then like 10 seconds later, your brain's like, yeah, I know. And then you're like, oh, yeah. It's like a knee slapper.
The one that I never knew until I was an adult was never look a gift horse in the mouth. Have you heard that one?
Yeah.
You know what it means?
Vaguely.
So, do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Like, I don't know. This might not be a story I want to hear.
No, I think by the end of it, I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, you know where I'm going then. Maybe. So, back in the day, I've probably told you this multiple times before.
Time will tell.
Back in the day, people used to be able to tell the quality of a horse breed by their teeth. Mm-hmm. They'd look at their teeth, they have good teeth, you're like, this is good stock. So the phrase is never look a gift horse in the mouth. So you don't want to look at the gift horse's teeth because somebody just gave it to you. You're like, you shouldn't be, or just fucking take it and look at it later. Like, don't do that like right in front of somebody. So the point is, take what you can get. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth and be like, oh, I wanted something else. Just like, fucking take what you can get and leave it alone.
See, I bet there's people that would be fascinated by that story.
Exactly. And you were not one of them, clearly.
I am not one of them. I'm desensitized, though. I grew up around all that.
Those goddamn dogs that won't hunt.
Yeah. I've heard about those.
So, let's get back on track.
Yes. If we were going to make a podcast that could have us solvent.
I really think just doing multiple shows is the right approach here.
Quality. Sorry, no, quantity over quality.
Well, we already know we can do the quality. We just need to try a couple different things out because, like, we might end up not wanting to do this, just sitting down and talking. We might end up not wanting to do the like distributed friend model. Maybe
I should go back to the blog thing since I've rediscovered my love of writing. Maybe I should do the fashion blog and put pictures up of me and my outfits.
Yeah.
I make some damn good outfits. But the world doesn't get to see them because I'm too
shy.
Yeah.
I think you should do it on the YouTube page.
Yeah.
Just make a video of you.
A video.
Trying on outfit. We'll try out a couple different things. I'll help you with it. Okay, so fashion vlog is going on the thing.
Vlog.
I know, I hate that word.
Sounds like a robot that's gonna invade the planet.
It sounds like a Russian thug that's about to beat the snot out of me.
Vlog. No, that would be Vlad.
Vladimir.
Vladimir.
Something that I've always thought was interesting about stand-up comics is the ones that do voices like really well, because they don't always pertain to the joke. Sometimes the voices are just goofy as shit.
I think the voices are for the comedian.
I bet they are. I bet a lot of them are. Louis C.K. for sure. Right? Because he just makes random voices.
Yeah, he does.
And then gets pinned for sexual harassment afterward. Yeah. Did I tell you about that?
I don't think so.
He's been in the news. One of my favorites. Unfortunately been doing some scandalous things.
That's just a thing. That's just what they're on.
It does seem like that.
A few months ago, everybody was super upset about the bathrooms. Nobody's talking about it anymore.
You know, Target has a unisex bathroom.
I did not.
The family bathroom is just a unisex bathroom.
Oh yeah.
And that's where they had that big controversy. Was over Target, because Target wouldn't like change their policies or anything.
Oh.
The reason they would change their policies is because they're like, go in the fucking non-gendered bathroom.
Yeah, they're like, you don't need you
like,
already have
we've
your.
solved this problem.
It just says family because there's more families than there are transgendered people.
But then the news got a hold of it, and because it was happening in the South, they flipped their shit, because we're all just a bunch of racist assholes down here who hate gay people and love Jesus. Like, no. You've never been to the South. Fuck you. I'm just so sick of it. Like,
we're good people, clearly.
Well, and to be honest, I used to neutralize my accent as much as I could. I used to try to speak very plainly. I used to try to speak like I was from California. Just clear and concise, nothing else. But when I moved back down here from Vermont, I was like, you know what? Like, I work in the woods, number one, and this is how everybody talks down here. To everybody else, it's normal. Everybody else in the South doesn't hear me have an accent. They're like, oh, you're a person.
My goodness, compared to most everybody else, we don't. Have you, Mickey?
Oh my gosh, yeah, but that's like part of her identity too.
Cute. I mean, yeah, it's like, yeah, a few things. I think it's cute.
I think so too.
I don't know why people are so down on the Southern accent.
Well, it's not that they're even down on it. They just assume that people who speak with a drawl like that are stupid.
Yeah, or like my dad, like he has a drawl and he speaks really slowly, but he's saying he is like wicked smart. Like,
yeah,
he's so smart,
sure.
He's already over it all.
He's clocking out.
Yeah.
That wasn't a very good impression of one of those little time card things.
Really?
That was even worse. What do they sound like? Can you do it?
Well, you insert the card and it goes and just punches it, you know.
Oh, okay. That was a pretty good one. I can't do it.
It's going on my resume.
Yeah, I think I'm too drunk to...
Drunk? We don't have any alcohol.
Drunk. So, fashion vlog.
Vlog. Oh, we were talking about design earlier.
Design?
All my design ideas.
Oh yeah, you could do like a DIY decor vlog.
Yeah.
Or videos. Decor? Where's the little thing on top of decor go?
Over the E. Day. The day core.
I'll just slash that one and make it an X.
Negate.
Don't count that when you read it later. So fashion blog, DIY decor. And I think that we should do multiple mediums.
I could be so nerdy and have an article just on fabrics.
You have several articles on fabrics.
I know so many various facts about so many different fabrics. See, I get so excited. It's a good thing it's going to be in print and I can go back and reread it.
Right.
Fix all the typos.
So you definitely need to have a fashion-related vlog.
I love fashion.
So there's that. There's this show, right? Us just hanging out, talking to various people. Eventually, we're going to have some guests on. If you're listening, we're going to have guests and friends and family and shit like that on this podcast at some point. It's not going to be us exclusively for forever, but we'll always be on it. Actually, I can't decide if I'm okay with like just one of us doing it. Like if I wanted to hang out with Mark and put that on the Dreylor show, I feel like I couldn't do that without you.
Oh yeah.
Like I think I would have to have you here just because it's the Dreylor show.
Right.
Taylor, Andrea. Bow, 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 now.
Oh, goodness.
The little theme song is so catchy. I'm so proud of myself.
Is that video available for the world to see?
No, but I re-recorded it. Have you not listened to the episodes I put up?
I listened to a number of them. Which one are you talking about specifically?
Hang on, I'll pull it up for you so you can actually hear it.
Goodness. My legs are sore.
But because I was like, I clearly
work muscles and there's
It's the Taylor Show. It's Taylor and Zaya.
It's so catchy. I love it. That's what I was working on when you came home. I was trying to do another one for the Education Reformation. Oh, and I need to remember to go back and actually change this to 2 shows.
Ooh, you know, if we're considering vlogs, we should definitely consider a dance vlog.
Oh, that's true.
We have strangers walking up to us, asking us to teach lessons and like offering us money to teach them to dance like we do. So
really, if we could just talk to the blind horse and get them to let us put a camera on stage at some point, we could put up those videos.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, I could just record like 2 hours while we're there, and then I can take snippets out, and there you go. We've got a full video series.
True.
Blind horse motherfucking saloon.
Are you just cussing now because he said something?
Sometimes I do that, actually. Because I don't think that's right. You can't tell me I can't make certain... You can't tell me I can't make certain sounds with my face.
No.
It's my face.
No.
And I can make whatever sounds I want.
Plus, that's like going, like paying for a ticket to something and then complaining about the show.
Yeah, if you don't want to listen to us cuss, don't
watch
listen to the show.
Podcast.
Yeah. Duh.
Plus, if you're gonna like talk to your son about his podcast, you could at least throw a compliment in with the like.
Yeah.
You said fuck, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah.
He wasn't even upfront about it like that. He was like, do you guys use the F word like a lot? And I was like,
if we fucking feel like it.
It's such a good word. Why would
It's so satisfying.
What bothers me is the myth that using curse words or using foul language makes you less intelligent. Because it doesn't make you less intelligent. Some of the most intelligent people in the world cuss all of the time. It has nothing to do with your level of intellect.
They've actually done some studies and proven that people that cuss, like, people that cuss are more intelligent. Not like, like, I'm not talking Boondock Saints where they just, and that's like really all they're saying out loud. Yeah. But, like the kind of people that would take a study. Those kinds of cussers. I'm on a wave. I'm catching a wave, drifting out.
Do you have liftoff?
Take it back.
So if we do the dance blog, we do the Dreylor show, we do the Education Reformation.
I bet there's so many girls with short legs that just need to know these secrets that I can share with them.
Yeah, they need to know the basics of design, the basics of
I can appeal to short girls and tall girls because I have short girl legs and a long girl torso.
You're 50-50.
It's ridiculous. I'm like a centaur.
And then in addition to those shows, I want to do the Long Ago show, which is the one where I interview older people from around this area and ask them about stories and stuff from Appalachia, which I'm pretty excited about that, actually. I can't wait to sit down with my grandma and just, like, ask her stories. So, I mean, that's like at least 5 that I just named, right? And I think I have one more queued up.
Plus, if need be, I could definitely do something on, like, like not massage, but what branches off of it, like essential oils and.
You could have like a holistic health podcast. Yeah, absolutely. I look at the girls from
oh my God.
Green Smoothie or whatever.
Cooking and baking.
That would be a good one to eventually do, especially with the like health and wellness stuff. Look.
Oh, that's my chair.
Oh, squeaking? You're like, would you stop it?
Oh my God, so annoying.
So you need to I want you to start listening to Pat Flynn's podcast. Because almost everything that I know about like online business and all of that came from Pat. And I can recommend certain episodes. It'll just help you like wrap your head around monetizing the podcast so that we can make it sustainable.
This a little while ago, didn't I?
Well,
I just failed miserably.
Why did you fail miserably? You didn't fail. You can't fail at listening to a podcast.
No, of wrapping my mind around concept.
You just gotta listen to it a couple times. I didn't get it at first either. You're just a perfectionist. That's what it is. You want to listen to it and like understand it perfectly immediately.
Well, that's what I'm used to.
You just have to digest it over time. I learn new shit about it every day. And I've been studying this kind of stuff for like 6 years. Poker would be fun to do a little podcast on. I've actually thought about maybe recording one of our poker games.
Probably be entertaining.
But yeah, I mean, just the conversation and shit that we have.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Picking up strategy.
And I can just go back and edit it together. You know, if we have a long series of us just playing the game and trying to focus and not saying anything, I'll just chop that out. And then have the little down, in between each of those themes.
Fantastic.
I was thinking about Seinfeld when I did it. Do you remember Seinfeld?
I didn't watch Seinfeld. That was before my time.
Oh, okay. Well, they had this like guitar. It sounded like a slap bass, but it was actually a guy on a keyboard, and he would do the like bow, ba-dum, bow, bow, bow.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, that's Seinfeld. That's the theme from Seinfeld. And that guy like came up with that sound. He created that sound. That was the first time anybody had ever done that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I watched a short documentary on it. I don't even think I watched the whole thing. I just watched him talk a little bit. You alright over there?
Yeah.
Trying to wrap that blanket. That's like the softest blanket in the world.
It is.
Where'd you get that?
Pier 1.
Go Pier 1. Thanks, Pier 1. You make good blankets. Our cats love it too.
Oh yeah, can't get them off it.
How long have we been talking for?
Yeah, seems like a while.
That's about 35 minutes. So Pat Flynn, because once you understand the monetization options and the methods by which you can build a business around this type of content generation, then we can be a little bit more targeted in our approach.
You're saying this is my next step?
I think so. I'm going to keep producing content as often as possible. And if you're on board, then I'll start asking you to do it more often. Because there's been a couple of nights where I'm like, I'm sure Dre is sick of me talking about podcasting. So I want to do one, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to chill and do whatever. Or
those nights when neither one of us has when plans have just been sitting there for like 4 hours watching TV.
Yeah, exactly. We could just be doing podcasts. We could be doing content generation. Yeah, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. So that's what I think we should do. So for the people listening, keep an ear out, because we really want to be able to bring you this type of content and make your day like a little bit better. If we can make your day a little bit better, that's a success for us. And we'd like to be able to do that full time. So, segue, go to patreon.com/ The Dreylor Show. That's our Patreon page. Become a part of the family. That's what I'm calling it right now. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that or not because I feel like it might be a little bit kitschy. But become a patron on there. Support us monthly. You can only do you can do just $1. $1 a month is less than a quarter of what you spend on your Netflix account to help us be able to do this full time and to be able to help yourself continue to have content. Because if we can't keep doing it, I'm just going to stop doing it. And then there's not going to be any more fun hanging out with Taylor and Drea.
And then the world would be bereft our dazzling presence.
See? Don't you want to hear more from her? All right. We're wrapping up. Go to Patreon. Become a patron. Go to YouTube. Subscribe. Like. iTunes. Rate and review.
Yes, please. I don't want to be an employee anymore. I'm just not made for it. I just can't handle it.
Not for you at all.
Can't handle it.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Bye now.